Welcome to Warriors of the World. Today, we dive into the fascinating world of the Bedouins, nomadic warriors who transformed one of Earth's harshest landscapes into their fortress. Picture a scorching sun, wind sweeping through endless dunes, and an infinite horizon. For the Bedouins, the desert wasn't an adversary. It was home, weapon, and battlefield. Thriving in such an environment demanded more than brute strength. It required sharp intelligence, unwavering resilience, and a profound connection to nature. From an early age, Bedouins mastered the desert secrets, reading the shifting sands, locating hidden oases, and navigating by the stars. They became unmatched experts in traversing a land that appeared impenetrable to others. Bound by a code of honor, these warriors prioritized the safety of their clans and families above all. Around campfires, tales of ambushes and alliances inspired younger generations, preparing them to face both human enemies and the relentless challenges of the desert. Imagine warriors riding camels, their movements swift and deliberate. Turbans shielded them from blazing heat and sandstorms, while lightweight weapons enabled quick, lethal strikes. For the Bedouins, patience and strategy were as vital as physical strength. Today, we begin our exploration of how these nomads conquered such a merciless environment. The legacy of the Bedouins is one of courage, adaptability, and unyielding honor, a story that continues to resonate throughout human history. For the Bedouins, the desert was far more than a home. It was a natural stronghold and a strategic weapon. Where most saw a barren death trap, they saw endless possibilities. Each dune, shadow, and oasis was a piece of a chessboard they knew better than anyone. Picture a weary caravan trudging through the oppressive heat, desperate for water. Suddenly, silence shatters as Bedouins appear like wraiths, mounted on camels and attacking with swift precision. Before the caravan can react, they vanish into the dunes. Their ability to turn the terrain to their advantage was as remarkable as it was deadly. These warriors possessed an innate understanding of the desert's intricacies. They knew every hidden path, rare water source, and the art of vanishing within sandstorms. While enemies stumbled over scorching sands, the Bedouins turned the environment into their steadfast ally. Mobility was their ace in the hole. Riding camels that could endure days without water, they struck with speed and withdrew effortlessly, unbound by supply lines. Operating under starlit skies, they ambushed enemies by night and melted into the shadows by dawn. For them, victory wasn't about brute force. It was about patience and cunning. The desert was not only their fortress, it became the ultimate foe of those foolish enough to challenge them. The Bedouins' weapons weren't just tools of war, they were masterpieces of practicality and lethality. Every item in their arsenal reflected their philosophy: agility, precision, and efficiency above all else. The curved scimitar, with its razor-sharp blade, was their weapon of choice. Perfect for swift strikes, its unique design allowed for deadly cuts, especially in mounted combat. In skilled hands, the scimitar was both a devastating weapon and a symbol of prestige among Bedouin warriors. Equally important was the composite bow, small but powerful. Ideal for ambushes, it delivered arrows with pinpoint accuracy, even on the move. A volley of arrows could weaken foes long before they were within sword's reach. Another staple was the spear, a versatile weapon for offense and defense. Whether mounted on camels or horses, Bedouins wielded it with precision, maintaining an edge over foot soldiers. Their equipment was just as strategic. Cloaks protected them from the desert's scorching heat by day and biting cold by night. Turbans shielded them from sandstorms, enabling movement and combat in conditions that immobilized others. Their mounts, hardy camels and swift Arabian horses, were as crucial as their weapons. Camels ensured long-range mobility, while horses excelled in rapid strikes. Trained from a young age, these animals formed bonds of trust with their riders, becoming indispensable partners. Ultimately, the Bedouins' deadliest weapon wasn't their scimitar or bow, it was their unparalleled mastery of the desert, transforming its every feature into an instrument of survival and dominance. For the Bedouins, war was more than survival. It was woven into the very fabric of their social structure. Every member of a clan fought not just for themselves but for their tribe and the pride of their lineage. Clans were akin to extended families, bound by blood and duty. Strength wasn't solely measured in numbers but in loyalty and cooperation among members. In the scarcity of the desert, This unity was crucial to enduring its relentless hardships. Conflicts between clans often arose over access to water wells or disputes over grazing lands. Yet, these skirmishes adhered to strict codes of honor. The aim was rarely to annihilate the enemy but to restore equilibrium between tribes. Leadership fell to the sheik, chosen for wisdom, strategic brilliance, and experience, not merely physical might. A sheik guided the clan in both battle and daily life, earning respect through decisive leadership. Despite inter-tribal rivalries, Bedouins displayed remarkable adaptability in uniting against external threats. Tribes that were once adversaries could form alliances to repel larger invading forces. This flexibility highlighted their strategic acumen and instinct for self-preservation. Beyond warfare, clans were the heart of Bedouin cultural and emotional life. Around campfires, stories of heroism and sacrifice reinforced bonds and passed down values to younger generations. These tales preserved the ethos of honor and loyalty that kept clans cohesive. To the Bedouins, fighting wasn't just a necessity, it was a means of safeguarding what they held most dear: their families, their honor, and the enduring legacy of their tribes. Few in history could rival the Bedouins in the art of mounted combat. For them, horses and camels were more than mere transportation. They were trusted allies, vital to mobility, endurance, and tactical superiority. The Arabian horse, prized for its agility, intelligence, and speed, was perfect for quick strikes. These steeds responded to subtle commands, enabling precise maneuvers in the heat of battle. Beyond their practical value, they symbolized wealth and prestige among the tribes. Camels, often called the ships of the desert, were unparalleled in stamina. Capable of covering vast distances without water, they offered a strategic edge during extended campaigns and surprise raids. Their towering height also gave riders a vantage point in battle. Training began early in Bedouin life. Children learned to ride as soon as they could walk, fostering a deep bond with their mounts. This connection ensured that both rider and animal functioned as a seamless unit in combat and survival. Imagine a squad of Bedouins racing across the desert, appearing suddenly to strike before disappearing into the dunes. Their swift, coordinated movements rendered them nearly untouchable by slower, less mobile enemies. Outside warfare, these animals played critical roles in daily life. Camels carried supplies and occasionally provided sustenance, while horses represented both practical utility and social standing. With their steadfast mounts, the Bedouins turned the desert into a battlefield where they reigned supreme, blending strategy, skill, and the unwavering loyalty of their four-legged companions. In Bedouin culture, tales of heroism were more than stories, they were life lessons. These warriors, shaped by the desert and their traditions, became living legends, embodying honor, strength, and wisdom that inspired generations. One of the most celebrated figures was Anthura ibn Shaddad, a 6th-century warrior poet. Born to a tribal leader and a slave mother, Anthura earned his place in the tribe through valor in battle. His mastery of the scimitar and poetic prowess immortalized him as a symbol of determination and bravery. His epic tales praised love and honor, solidifying his place in Bedouin lore. Another iconic figure was Amr ibn Mahdi Yaqrib, renowned as a master swordsman and strategist. His unmatched skill with the scimitar made him a model warrior, inspiring other clans with his tactical brilliance and combat prowess. Women, too, were celebrated in Bedouin legends. Stories of female leaders rising to protect their clans during crises illustrated that courage and strength transcended gender. Entire tribes gained renown for specific skills, whether in stealthy ambushes or forging alliances that shifted the balance of power. These narratives weren't just entertainment, they preserved and passed down values to younger generations. Under starlit skies, they reinforced ideals of loyalty, courage, and resilience that define the Bedouin way of life. The legends of the desert serve as a testament to the enduring spirit of a people who found glory amid the sands and winds. For the Bedouins, warfare was not only a physical struggle but also a spiritual journey. In the harsh expanse of the desert, where the environment was as unforgiving as any enemy, faith became a source of strength and purpose, influencing every aspect of their lives. Before the rise of Islam in the 7th century, the Bedouins worshipped nature and local deities, seeing the desert as a divine manifestation. Rituals were conducted to seek protection or success in battle, reflecting a deep reverence for the elements that governed their lives. With the advent of Islam, their spirituality evolved. The concept of jihad, often interpreted as the struggle for justice and community defense, became central to their worldview. Warriors recited prayers before battles, carried Quranic verses as talismans, and viewed their actions as a means of honoring their faith. The silence and vastness of the desert also offered space for introspection. For the Bedouins, surviving challenges, whether in combat or daily life, was a spiritual test. Each triumph reinforced their connection to the divine and their resilience as a people. Poetry and song were integral to their spiritual practices. Verses celebrating heroism and sacrifice were recited before and after battles, reinforcing the bond between faith and courage. These moments united warriors and reminded them of their higher purpose. This interplay between spirituality and combat elevated Bedouin warriors into protectors of not only their clans but also their values and beliefs, blending faith, honor, and survival into a singular way of life. While renowned for their martial prowess, the Bedouins' daily lives were steeped in culture, family bonds, and enduring traditions that sustained them in the desert's challenging environment. Their homes, simple yet ingenious, were woven from goat hair to endure both blistering heat and freezing nights. These tents were not merely shelters but social hubs, where hospitality was a sacred duty. Visitors, regardless of their background, were welcomed with coffee spiced with cardamom, a gesture of trust and camaraderie. Life was a shared responsibility. Men tended to livestock and defended the tribe, while women produced clothing, prepared meals, and preserved oral traditions through songs and stories. These roles, though distinct, were equally vital to survival and the continuation of their heritage. Music and poetry were central to their identity. Poetic verses recounted tales of love, bravery, and longing, while songs under star-filled skies united clans and kept their culture alive. Marriages were grand events that brought tribes together through feasting, dancing, and camel races. Such celebrations reinforced alliances and provided moments of joy in an otherwise unforgiving environment. Even in their most tranquil moments, the Bedouins remained attuned to the desert's demands. They found beauty and meaning in a life shaped by resilience and a deep respect for their environment and traditions. The Bedouins' impact on history extends far beyond the battlefield. As symbols of adaptability and strength, they left a mark on civilizations and continue to inspire cultural and military strategies today. Militarily, they revolutionized guerrilla tactics, using the desert's challenges to their advantage. Their methods influenced warfare during the Islamic expansions and have even informed modern strategies in harsh terrains. Their ability to transform the desert into a weapon made them formidable adversaries and unrivaled tacticians. Culturally, the Bedouins were custodians of oral traditions. Their epic poetry and stories of heroism deeply influenced classical Arabic literature, preserving timeless values of honor, loyalty, and courage. These narratives celebrated individual and collective achievements, ensuring that their legacy endured across generations. In religion, the Bedouins played a crucial role in spreading Islam to remote areas. Their desert expertise and tribal alliances were instrumental in bringing the new faith to distant corners. Even as they embraced Islam, they retained elements of their ancestral traditions, creating a unique cultural fusion. Today, their influence is evident throughout the Arab world. Hospitality, a cornerstone of Bedouin culture, remains a cherished value. Their music, dances, and festivals celebrate a heritage that stands resilient against modernity's tide. The Bedouins' enduring legacy is a testament to the human spirit's ability to thrive against all odds, offering lessons in resilience and unity that resonate across cultures. The Bedouins have transcended history to find a prominent place in popular culture, symbolizing freedom, bravery, and harmony with nature. From cinema to literature, their image captivates the imagination. In film, the classic Lawrence of Arabia, 1962, immortalized the Bedouins as masterful strategists. The movie, centered on the Arab Revolt, cemented their status as icons of the desert in Western perception. In literature, Bedouins inspired timeless works like 1001 Nights, featuring tales of nomadic tribes traversing mysterious deserts. Their culture also influenced modern epics like Frank Herbert's Dune, which explores the interplay between humans and hostile environments. Video games, too, pay homage to Bedouin culture. Titles like Assassin's Creed Origins capture the aesthetics and nomadic lifestyle, while strategy games like Total War incorporate their mobility and tactical expertise. Even the fashion world borrows from Bedouin style, with turbans and desert-inspired garments gracing high-fashion runways, blending practicality with timeless elegance. More than just an artistic muse, the Bedouins embody values of resilience, independence, and strength. If you've been captivated by their story, subscribe to Warriors of the World. Support our channel by becoming a member, and help us continue sharing epic tales of courage and legacy. The Bedouins remind us that even in the harshest conditions, humanity can find beauty, purpose, and enduring inspiration.